So honestly, this one of the series that I'm watching. I did decide to watch it like on my own time, but after watching the first two episodes, it kind of got me very interested. So I'm making a video out of it. So basically, it's kind of the run of the mill kind of show. Um, this guy seemed like he was reincarnated as the seventh prince of the kingdom. And even in his past life, he retained his memories, and even in his past life, he was obsessed with learning more magic. And now that he's the seventh prince, his royalty, he has more access um, to magic knowledge, like the library and books about magic. And on top, if you saw the first two episodes, you know that he's very broken. We literally saw in this episode that he combined like two spells, and two he combined like he did a very complicated spell that I think only he could do. And on top, when he let the blast go of the attack, his attack made like a hole in the space-time fabric, the fabric of space and time, and then we saw like space, then it closed back up. So that's really a telltale sign that your main character, is very overpowered. And in this series, we got to meet some very like sideline characters that will help our MC develop. One of the characters that we met was her name was Sophie. She's some kind of like maid, and she's like also his teacher on the way of how you fight with a sword. And so we learn all that. And in this episode, it gets even more exciting, especially towards the end. So he stumbles, he leaves the castle, which, if you saw the process of how he did, it's amazing. But he leaves the castle and to clear dungeon, and on his way, he stumbles across this girl, and she's getting chased by orcs. And turns out, she's a warrior, she's a martial artist. She uses ki, and she easily takes down the orcs. She says, I'm a B-rank adventurer and a martial artist. And then obviously they get acquainted, we saw, and then they explore the dungeon together. And then it gets really interesting towards the end. So while they're walking in the dungeon, Lloyd, because he's a genius, he is easily able to pick up like the skills of this key breathing, when even she said like it even took me years of training before I got this good. So it's pretty amazing that Lloyd was able to figure out key breathing just by watching. And on top, we hear his inner monologue. He says, I can use this in magic. So that's also an interesting route, which I'm curious, like, how will ki help with your magic? Like, will it make it more, like, will it make it more efficient, more easier to cast, or less mana? Like, how will the effects go? That's what I'm wondering. But anyways, so towards the end of the episode, after they defeat all the bosses of the dungeon, they try to open this chest, and out comes a some kind of trap. Like, they triggered the trap. Like, you saw the trap was like meant to slice you in half, but luckily Lloyd, he saw the slice before it could reach Tao, I believe that's her name. And then now we're seeing we see a lich emerged, and it looks like in the next episode we're gonna see the lich versus Lloyd. And one thing I'm excited about is because Toei doesn't know who he is. Like, he introduced himself as like a rookie adventurer, and it'll be it'll be funny to see her reaction when she see Lloyd's like going all out, like with his magic and like what he can summon or do with his magic. So that'll be exciting to see her how she reacts to all that. But either way, yeah, I really like this episode. Also one thing I forgot to mention, towards the end, the a way he was able to get out the castle was that he left like some kind of replica, and he put in like his familiar's soul in it. So basically, that body could like be controlled by his familiar. And he says, there's this one maid, Sophie. I want you to tell me when you encounter her, because she'll like, it's gonna be, he said it would be very hard to, I guess, deceive her. And then, towards the end, she shows up right behind the familiar, the fake Lloyd. And we see, the fake Lloyd's reaction, because obviously, he was warned about, I guess, Sophie, and how just that warning. And I don't know, it'd just be also be exciting to see like what happens. Like, is Sophie gonna find out, or is Lloyd gonna get back to castle somehow fast, in order to switch places so Sophie doesn't realize that Lloyd, the real Lloyd, was out in dungeon. I do wonder if that's what they're gonna do, but either way, it's gonna be pretty exciting. But overall, really enjoyed this episode, and I hope you guys did too. But I'm gonna end it here. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.